Yeah. Right. She know the shade, Sue. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, it's the Shay Stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
ride. She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, and Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's Tube reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, you guys. Can you guys hear me pretty good? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me mute this other mic over here. Now, can y'all still hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can still hear me, because I did not do the stuff that I supposed to have done last night or this morning.
Still hear me? Let me know in the chat.
Okay, yes, good. I'm listening. But anyway, welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay over here in the chat. Skit Squad. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Margaret, Gigi, Jermaine, Joyce. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hey, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoy it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share, leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $Shades2, or cop yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you, guys. Oh, man, let's go ahead and read these comments. Y'all got these comments over here already. All right. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Thursday. Mine is going pretty good. And happy Thursday to you guys. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got the cough. Excuse me. All right, let me take this down real quick. Okay, let's see what y'all said in this comment section. Make sure y'all go get y'all something to eat, drink, a relaxing seat. If you are at work, tend to do your job or watch or listen to me on the download. So anyway, Joyce came over here. Welcome, Joyce. She said he just signed Bertha's divorce papers. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Remember, Kayla's father said if she pressed charges on Lynette, he would press charge on her. He can't press charge on no damn body. All right? Because Lynette is the one who hit first. So I doubt very seriously Mr. What is he? Highway Patrol officer got more power than a judge and the other people that Bethany's dad knows. Bethany's father is the one who called up his friends and asked them for a favor. Think about it. If Lynette did not want anybody to file charges on her stank ass, then she should have never hit her first. Okay? Like I was telling Jermaine a few minutes ago, the same thing applies to Bethany. If I was Greg, I would have had her ass arrested on everything. You don't be putting your hands on nobody first. All right? And if I would have been the dad, they both would have gotten suspended. Sure would have. We don't play that stuff in our workplace. You're fighting, you know what I'm saying? And yes, Bethany hit first, but Greg did not even have to stand there and argue with her to let it even progress to that. Okay? So yeah, they would have got arrested. If I was Greg, she would have been, no, they would have got suspended. If I was Greg, Bethany would have been in jail, point blank, with assault charges. Just like Lynette needs to be her snake butt in jail. You don't hit people. I don't know why y'all think people can go around hitting people and you don't get no consequences. She should have kept her hands to herself. I don't care about somebody provoking you. So you're going to go hit everybody that provoke you? I bet you won't. Because some people look like they're going to beat the smack out of you or take out a GUN and just start going off on you. Okay? That fight didn't even have to happen. Period. She definitely deserves to be locked up. She was the aggressor. I mean, if anybody don't like it, it's too bad. She needs to be her stank butt locked up. Period. And Bethany was the victim. Now, granted, I don't think Bethany should have been her butt in there going back and forth like a little kid. And Larry should have came over there and intervened and escorted his wife out the daggone door in somebody else's house. Okay, just like Lynette should have been in there bickering either. Okay, point blank. But yeah, she deserved everything that she gets. And I'm talking about Lynette. I can't stand that woman. But legality-wise, she deserves this. You don't hit people. If you don't believe me, go out there and hit somebody out in the public and see what's going to happen. If they don't unalive you, you're going to jail. Okay? Point blank. Hey, Gigi, did I tell you hey before? Okay. You said you don't believe Larry would even speak about a divorce. He's going to do his regular scream trip and go to bed. Or whatever, his scream stuff and then go to bed. Okay. You said, Joyce, I don't believe Larry is going to do anything, but how dare you, Bethany? I can't believe you ran and wave and go to bed. How dare you, Bethany? What? Talking about following the oh no, you say he's gonna be saying that. How dare you, Bethany? That's what Larry gonna be like this. How dare you, Bethany? You know what? I told you not to call don't tell your dad. I mean, he's gonna say father. I told you not to tell your father. Okay, your father should not have called anybody up. You're gonna pay the price for this, Bethany. You're gonna pay the price for this. That was horrible, I know. Okay. You said Lynette threw his first punch. Bethany did provoke her. I'm wondering, will Larry actually do anything? And you can provoke people all you want to with words, okay? That doesn't mean you touch people, okay? And she provoked Bethany too. All right, it goes both ways. They both were provoking each other. Okay, you can't be coming up to a grown woman talking your smack and then think she's not going to say anything back. I don't understand why people think you can say stuff to people and they don't have the rights to speak back up to your butt. I don't like the next character anyway because she thinks she's better than other people. I don't like her. Okay, period. I would have whooped her ass. See, I couldn't even took the part because it's gonna have to be a tie. I'm not losing no fight. It's just standing there letting this woman hit me. I'm trying to figure out why Bethany had all that energy to fight all these other people back, but she didn't fight Lynette back. That's silly. That's another thing I think they messed up on. They should have let her fall her back. That's weird. She fighting her brother. She fought her brother. She fought the other two girls back. So why didn't she fight Lynette back? Lynette is smaller than all of those people. And I already know her brother could have whooped her butt. I know that for sure because he's a man. He didn't fight her back. That's why I was like, when people said she won, she ain't win nothing because it wasn't a fair fight because he's not going to hit no woman. Okay, but I would have had her ass arrested on everything. Her ass would be she would be out of jail now, but she would have a charge. Because I don't play all that stuff. You hit me first, I'm going to hit you back, but I'm still calling the police to have you arrested. I do not care. She definitely does. Hey, Elisa, thank you so much for being here. You said, that's right, Lynette needs to go to jail. She said she would do it, and she did it. I don't like her in her attitude. I don't like her attitude and all that you mix with this and all the other bull crap she be talking about like other black people do. That crap does not matter in the justice system. They still look at you as being black. All right. And I don't know what was going through her mind. You know that Bethany has lawyers and stuff in her family, and you still hit first. Are you slow? Are you slow? Okay. And then they white too. And you know they probably got the hookup. Let's keep it real. I'm not hitting her first. She would have had to hit me, and then I'm going to hit her back because then it's self-defense. I got my right to hit her back. But I'd be darned if I'd be darned if I would hit her back, considering and knowing that her daggone family members are all up in law. and got connections. That's stupid. Hey, Stay, what's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all make sure y'all show Stay 365 some love and support, okay? Okay, Gigi, thanks. I'm glad they showing this too, because I was like, that's kind of weird. Good and daggone well, her family is going to have her back. Forget Larry. Okay. They talk about this woman, but yeah, his brother always running over there begging for money. Typical. Why are you running to this white man asking him to invest in your daggone company? Go run to a black dude and have him invest in it. You don't like his daughter anyway, so why are you running up to the dad? Exactly, Shay. That's what Larry is going to tell Bethany. I can't believe you told your dad what Lynette did, right? And knowing that he's going to see her face. That's how silly Larry is. See, first and foremost, he should have stopped it anyway and kept his wife in check. And not like, telling her what to do and everything like that. But I'm just saying, but basically, yeah, telling her what to do, but in a respectful way, not in a disrespectful way. Keep her ass in check, because I would have. I would have told her to stop. She would have stopped. I would have told Lynette to. They wouldn't stop. I would have grabbed Bethany by the hand and told her to come on. Period. He sent his silly self up there just watching and just using his mouth to talk. And that's it, instead of getting his butt up. Even his son should have got up. As a man, he's not a little boy. I would have got up and broke that mess up in my house, in my in-laws' house, or my soon-to-be in-laws' house. And my girlfriend up here praying. Do you think I'm going to watch my mom bicker with my dad's wife? I'm going to stop that mess and make her go back to the hotel, wherever, just leave out the house. I'm talking about Bethany. I don't like that woman. I don't care if she does testify against Bethany. The thing is, I don't understand why Greg is going to everybody anyway, because Bethany hit him first. It doesn't matter. You don't need anybody to witness, because the thing is, we already know that she just 2 or 3 people. That's it, because we already know she threw the first hit. He didn't even fight her back. So right then and there, she's showing that, that's something she shouldn't have done. You don't need nobody to back you up, really, except maybe 2 or 3 people. And that's the people who were there witnessing everything. They're going to tell who started it. Okay. And Bethany hit first. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Evam, I guess that's how you pronounce your name. Or Elvam. I don't like Lynette's attitude. She has anger issues, and Bethany has some mental issues as well. And you know what, Gigi? I agree with you. Okay. I don't think Bethany is crazy or anything. I think she has that, I forgot what Jermaine called it. I forgot what he called it, that type of stuff going on. I don't think she's like crazy or anything like that. And you have to realize something. With Larry, letting his exes come before her in the first place, that would give anybody mental problems. Okay, let's keep it real. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. That would give anybody mental problems. You got to worry about your husband hooking up with his exes and letting his exes come before you, and he's taking their side. He done changed up all of a sudden since Shara came into the play. Yeah, you may start getting mental stuff. But I think Bethany had some issues before with I forgot what I called it too. I can't remember. I don't think she has no bipolar stuff or anything like that, because I know somebody who's bipolar. I know 2 people who are like that. She does not act like that. Okay, period. And neither does Larry. I know one thing, they definitely got some marital issues going on. Okay. And I think Larry do have PT, post-stress traumatic disorder. I think that's what you call it. So I think he is suffering with that, but as far as like extreme mental issues, I just think that they need to go to a marriage counselor or just call it quits, because they be tripping. But they both are similar, just like they both are lying right now. Okay. They are similar. Okay. Yeah, that's what it's called. Thank you. Okay. So let's see what y'all saying. So you said, that's right, Shay. Larry is weak and doesn't have a backbone enough to talk to his wife like a husband should. She wears the pants in their house. And I got a big problem with that. I'm gonna just be perfectly honest. If he was actually not so weak, okay, and he wore the pants, she wouldn't be doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't be doing a lot of things. But at the same time, I say this just to say this. Larry also needs to stop doing stuff. And she's weak too, because he wouldn't be doing the stuff that he's doing if she wasn't weak. Okay. I don't know not one woman, not one wife that would go along with him taking his ex-wife on a birthday trip with him and their daughter and another child without the wife going. I don't know not one person that would agree with this. So that right there, if he would have did that to me, I would have told him this marriage is over. And when you come home, I'm not going to be here and the divorce papers going to be there because that's not right. Just because she went to the drugstore and bought that girl some BC pills, it doesn't mean that you do this, okay? The thing is, he didn't want her to go in the first place. He used that excuse to hide what's really going on, okay? Period. He didn't want her to go in the first place. He wanted to go with Shara. But little does he know, Shara got a whole man or two men, and she does not really want that dude like that. And even if they did get back together, I don't see it lasting because the woman cheated on him the first time. She also told someone that he's not her type. And you see what her type is. He is nothing like Joel or the other dude. Nothing. Okay. So you see what her type is. So that shit would not work out. And then plus she's a cheater. And also she was engaged in stuff with that man or engaged, she was with this dude when she knew that he was doing weird stuff. And then when she got out of jail, she did not come back there to get her daughter, or at least to come there and set up visitation and have your daughter every weekend, get you a place. She could have did that. That's this lady calling me back. She could have did that a month later. She was gone for years. This little girl was basically going on 17 years old when her mom came back into the picture. Okay? So that's not a good mother to me. And just like even now, let me use some more examples. She's not telling this girl what to do with this boy. All she's doing is giving orders instead of sitting down, letting her know that boys, when you're in a relationship with boys, sometimes they may pressure you into doing something that you necessarily are not ready to do. And they would tell you they love you. They would just use all types of tactics. What you need to do is stay true to what you really want. But just in case you decide to do something, I'm going to take you to the doctor so you can get the right type of BC, so you won't have an unwanted pregnancy. And, plus y'all need to use other protection so you can't catch anything, because BC only protect you from getting pregnant. It does not protect you from getting actually transmitted diseases. But you haven't heard neither one of them discussing this. They too busy worrying about Bethany. Okay. And that's not being a good parent. He's not a good dad and she's not a good mother. Point blank. Right. And that's not a good thing, and especially being Black people as a whole. Now we need to set better examples. Okay. You got Jesus is popping. That's why I'm not going to be cussing. You got Jesus is popping, as a tag. So you have to really somewhat, refrain from doing certain things. You can have a little stuff in there, but everything should not be consumed with cheating, people fighting, selling, and doing other negative things. You need to show some positivity in there somewhere. Plus, we don't want to paint a picture to the rest of the world that Black people all do the same thing. Okay. Cheat, sell, don't take responsibility, don't teach their children nothing. Just like them two, unruly girls. Their mom don't do anything. And all single parents, single women, mothers, are not letting their daughters do what Lucretia is doing. Okay. And all single women are not on food stamps and welfare. Okay. So we need to show more positive Black people. This is why white people and other race of people think all of us are the same. Okay, so you have to watch what you do on TV, social media, and all that stuff, on everything. So case is a civil trial. Yeah, right. It is a civil. But this is why I said, Margaret, he should have pressed charges, because then it would become a criminal case. Okay, that's why I said that, because you got to teach Bethany a lesson also, because she'll fight her brother again. She don't care about that court case. To stop somebody from doing stuff, you have to do certain things. And to stop her from hitting her brother first and fighting her brother, then he should have had her arrested. And that would have been a criminal charge. All right? Thank you. Something is wrong with Bethany's brain, the way she talks to those girls, the disrespect she gives Brooke, and wonder why the child doesn't refer to her as mother anymore. That's not why that child does not refer to her as mother anymore, Gigi. She does not. She stopped referring her as mom as soon as Shara walked back into the picture. And as far as her being disrespectful to them, it goes both ways. Okay. And that's not the reason why she started being like that. The reason why she started being disrespectful is because she see her dad does not give Bethany any respect. And then her mom and everybody else be disrespectful to Bethany. And the dad stands there and let her do that. Because before Shara walked in there, Brooke was not doing this. She was respectful, and Bethany was respectful to her. Because somebody called you skinny legs, that's not disrespectful. How many times have your parents said stuff to you? You know, please. She does got skinny legs. So what? They don't mean that it's ugly. It's like when somebody called you nappy head. So what? That don't mean your hair is ugly. That's one thing black people need to stop doing. Stop thinking just because your hair is nappy, your hair is ugly. That's why they say that. Okay? And that's why they use it against you. Because you think it's ugly yourself. Because you got coarse hair, it doesn't mean it's damn ugly. I think people with coarse hair can do more with their hair. It's stronger, it's more healthier looking. You can do so many styles with it. It's thick. When they start getting old, they'll probably still have hair. Y'all people with that thin ass shit, once you start getting older, that shit start falling out on the sides. You put a couple braids in it, that shit start falling. Now you only can do certain things. Okay? So, I mean, I don't know why people be tripping out when people say nappy hair. So what, your hair is nappy. Shit, it still look good. Same thing with Bethany calling her skinny legs. So, shit, I would rather have skinny legs than big balloon ass elephant legs, okay? Now, I wouldn't have said that to her because then, but I would have been saying that to myself. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'd rather have skinny legs any day, okay, than to be walking around here like Humpty Dumpty and shit. That's exactly what I would have been saying to myself. But, Bethany need to, watch what she say at times, okay? Point blank. Hold on for a minute, second, y'all. Hold on. But that still doesn't excuse the fact that these kids be disrespectful, okay? And Destiny does not have any reason to be disrespectful. I don't even like the way he brought Destiny there anyway, because he did not check with his wife first. Just all types of disrespect. Let's see. I believe that Larry still has feelings for his ex-wife. I notice he's eager and quick to volunteer to do things for her financially without even Shara asking. Right, of course he does. And that's disrespectful to his wife, because the thing is, he may be using his own money, but what is he not taking? Oh, damn, I used the wrong thing. What is he not taking care of by giving Shara money? And then Bethany has to take up the slack. I believe he married her because of her money anyway. I really do. You said she has a reason to be insecure, Gigi. You would probably be insecure too if your husband is lollygagging around with his ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, taking their sides, doing everything they ask and putting you to the side. You would probably be insecure too. Okay, I don't see how a wife could be secure if her husband is showing that he really truly does not want her. So let's see what else you said. You said she lashes out in a Karen way. Give me an example for her being a Karen, because I don't recall seeing her doing anything that a Karen does besides calling somebody nappy head. But a Karen gonna come out and call you Nigger. Let's keep it real. And they be really entitled, calling the police because they know you black and you going to jail. Okay, she didn't do that. What happened is that, and let's get this straight. What happened is that Shara told her that she's going to have to bail, Larry is going to have to bail her out of jail. And she said, well, he may have to do it. I'm going to call the police. Okay. And then she told Destiny if Destiny hit her, after Destiny had already told her, threatened her that she would do it. Heck yeah, you'll call the police. What you think they're supposed to do? What you think she's supposed to do? Not call the police so she can be like some of y'all? Don't call the police and then something pop off, then the police come anyway, then you go to jail? I don't think so. Ain't nobody finna get in trouble for no kids. Yeah, I'll call the jail. I'll call the police too and have her ass arrested if she put her hands on me, or she makes me think that she's gonna put her hands on me. You said, of course, no wife would go along with the nonsense that Larry does. I would have kicked them out of his house or separated from him doing inconsiderate things behind my back. I would have too. Shara doesn't seem to be, I don't think she is romantically interested in Larry, but then again, she could be, because I see she didn't stop him from doing anything that he was basically doing. She said stop, but she still entertained it. So when you're not interested in anything, you're not going to entertain it at all. You're going to stop it and he won't even try it again. You said Shar is using Larry for money and resources. He's a simp. You know what? More power to her. She ought to use him for it because he's so damn stupid. Okay. She ought to use him like that. And Bethany's so slow too for allowing it to happen. So she should use him. She should take all his money. I'm for real on that. Larry and Cheryl spoke about her involvement in her child's life. You mean Shara? Apparently she was communicating, sending money. Was she? Okay, you still need to come out and see your damn daughter. Okay, I don't give a damn about sending no money and communicating. What stopped her from getting her ass in her car and driving out to Georgia? Ain't no excuse for that. Okay, a mom should act like a mom all the way around. What mother just send money and communicate instead of coming to get her daughter or at least share custody? Okay, so you can be with your daughter, things of that nature. That's not a good mom. I don't give a crap about that. Bethany oversteps it when it comes to Brooke. Larry is that child's father. She should always talk to him before she does anything. I'm a step parent. I know that's right. She should talk to him. But the thing is, Gigi, did she have to do that before Shara came into the picture? Because if she did not have to do that before Shara came into the picture, why does she have to? Why does she have to do it now? Okay. And if he did change the rule, he should have came to her without being mad and told her that point blank. You said, that's right, Shay. I had to pull her back from watching skits. I had to pull her back from watching skits. It's so much negativity, toxicity, and nothing funny or joyful. The skits were meant to be a guilty pleasure. Right on. You said that's why you transracial. I know that's right. I'm about to change over and be transracial. Okay. Either way, whatever the circumstances, if someone puts their hands on another person, you can press charges, black or white. You sure can. And that's why I said her brother, and I mean this on everything, should have pressed charges on her ass and had her arrested. Because let me ask Jermaine, if your sister started fighting you and left you with bruises and shit, and you can't hit her back, what would you would have done? Because he already said if I hit him, I'm going to jail, and we're friends. Because I be threatening Jermaine. He be like, he gonna go to jail too. You going to jail because I don't fight women. You are going to jail, and I'm not bailing you out. I'm gonna let you sit there. And I said, when I get out, I'm gonna hit you again. He said, yeah, you're gonna go back to jail. You're going back to jail. And this time you're gonna be sitting in there a long time because I'm not bailing you out at all. Just like, if I ever I remember when I first met my soon-to-be ex, I jumped up like I was gonna hit him. He was like, he gonna jump your ass right in the jail cell too, because he don't fight women, okay? He just gonna call the police. So that's why I always say, when when women be putting their hands on you, don't be fighting them back. Have their asses arrested, okay? Because I'm telling you, it'll help them when they go into that jail cell, okay? Period. As a matter of fact, if anybody touch you, just have their asses arrested. They should think about the police before they put their hands on you. I mean, not to say you don't hit them back, because I know I'm going to hit your ass back, but I'm still going to have your ass arrested because you hit me first. And see, that's good. It's probably healthy, though. Healthy. Just like me, I'm older, and my hair is all even all the way around, medium length and healthy. It may not be like 100% healthy, but it's healthy enough. I probably need to cut it or something, but yeah. You say, yes, this is disrespectful. Larry part for doing anything for his ex-wife that has no connection for his daughter and not telling his wife. Right, he shouldn't be spending that much time with his ex-wives, okay? You listen, as a man and as a husband, and I don't need to be one to tell you about it. I got a husband myself, and even though I want a divorce, it's not because he's been disrespectful. It's for financial reasons, like I told you guys before. But I know how a husband's supposed to act, okay? We don't physically fight. We don't even really get into verbal altercations. The only time we got into a verbal argument is when I told him I wanted a divorce. He did just like Anthony did, and I did just like Amber did, okay? Like she's doing. All right, point blank. And I think people do that because they be mad. All right. But as far as him and I sitting around bickering and physically fighting, no. He was the head of household when he was here. Even when he wasn't here, I would call him. And then I'm the head of household while he's not around. But now that my son is older, he's not no head of household, but I let him take on some of the, man things at times. Because now he's starting to change and he's not taking some of the stuff that I used to do when he was younger. He don't, you know how boys are when they start getting grown. Okay, that's what I'm going through now with him. But I know what a husband's supposed to do, okay? And this dude right here is not doing this. All right. You got an ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, they should never come before your wife. Just like if you got an ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, he should never. Why? Why? You're not going? So you called off? Oh, okay. You have to do two people jobs? Are they paying you two salaries? Are they paying you two salaries? What jobs are they making you do? You tired of that job, aren't you? Well, look for you another job and lead them people. No, Trina, why would Bethany be locked up? Huh? Why would she be locked up? Trina, she didn't hit Lynette's stank ass first. I wish I could have been a skit. I would have whooped Lynette's ass, okay, on everything. I really would have. All right? There's no way I would have took that part without winning that fight, or at least we be in a tie. All right, then y'all will have something to really talk about. No, she deserves to be locked up, and Bethany has a right to lock her up because she did something criminal. You don't hit anyone first. Now, you just give me one reason why Bethany should be locked up. Okay, Trina, do that. Talk about not Miss Lynette. F Lynette, all right, on everything. Say, hey, Sylvester, thank you so much for being here. KW label isn't reflected in these skits. KW is never seen as a weak man like other men in his skits. He sure isn't. And it's definitely not being reflected. And I'm glad that you see that, Sylvester. And I agree with you 100%. Let me tell you something. I just realized that I be putting Jesus is popping on my tags. Okay. So that's another reason why I decided to stop using so much profanity, because that's not a good thing. You know, you can't be putting certain things as a tag, and you sit up on your live saying F-U-C-K, and I may slip up and say it sometimes, but, you know, pretty much I'm watching what I say, you know, or saying some of the other things that I can say. You just can't do that. In certain actions, yeah, you can show certain things just to let people know that these things are happening in the world, but I don't think that your show should be consumed with so much negativity just to make that money. And I know people pay more to see foolishness, all right? But you still got to remember what your primary goal is. And if you're using Jesus or God as a tag, you need to let that reflect somehow. Even if you do let some negativity get there, bring it back to God somewhat. You see what I'm saying? So I think he should do a little bit more of that, because as of right now, what we are seeing people commit adultery, and we got people in the comment sections condoning that foolishness. How can anyone condone a married woman or a married man cheating? How? And I know I laughed at certain things and said that's what like Darren gets and things like that, but I shouldn't have said that. Okay, because Darren does not deserve his wife cheating on him. If his wife is tired of him, she needs to tell him that. All right? So all that foolishness that I said before, you can scratch that out, because that's not what you're supposed to say. All right? You don't condone cheating under no circumstances. Condone for them to separate or divorce if it's not working out for them. Okay? If it's not working out, why play these cheating games? So Lisa is just as wrong as Anthony for cheating while they are married. Point blank. Oh, you talking about, well, the thing about it, Gigi, you said when she instigates, push, and bully. So she wants to call the police on people. So what does she instigate, push, and bully? You guys got to tell me what you're talking about. What did Bethany instigate, push, and bully? Just give me about 3 examples. You said Bethany can shut up. She doesn't always have to be involved in every conversation. Okay. She doesn't have to be involved in every conversation. And I do notice that she has to get in every conversation. Okay. And she does need to let things go, because she also carries things on. Bethany does this. When you confront her about an issue, she will accept accountability somewhat, but what she does, she will say there's a reason, and she will tell you the reason. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with telling you the reason, but at the same time, you being a grown woman. Okay. You got to realize that certain things you don't need to react to. All right. And certain things you need to leave alone. And we all probably are guilty of that. Because I know I am at times, so we got to learn not to do that. Like when we were talking to our kids, one thing I like about my other daughter here, Jade, if me and her get into a little argument, she don't keep on going back and forth with me. She cut the whole conversation off. And I think that's what kids should do. Cut it off. Because why are you going back and forth with your parent? Just cut the conversation off. On the other hand, my son doesn't do that. And he gets on my nerves. Okay. He'll go back and forth. So sometimes I have learned to cut the conversation, just tell him what I need to say and be done with it versus going back and forth. Because even though he'll be 18 in a couple of weeks, like I told him the other day, you're still not growner than me. But at the same time, when I say that, I got to maintain that grown. And that's what Bethany needs to do. She can go back and forth a little bit, but after a certain time, just stop and tell her, I told you what I want you to do. I'm grown. You're not growing than me, and I'm done with the conversation. Be done with it. Period. So let's see. Hold on, let's go down. And I agree. You know what? I agree. But this is Larry's fault too, because Larry is the one that went to the door. All right. And thank you for putting up the stuff to support what you just said. I wish people would do that because I tell them to do it all the time. Larry should have came to the door. I mean, he did go to the door. When Larry went to that door, I'm trying to figure out why come he didn't close the door behind himself and step outside. Then he should have said this to Bethany. You did not contact Shara and ask her, could you come over? The same way that Lynette should have called her or text her before she just showed up. It's the same way Bethany should have done. But Bethany didn't do that either. She did just what Lynette did. She just showed up because her husband is there. That's a no-no. You can't just show up at people's houses. So Larry should have told her, you're not coming in, okay, because you didn't call Shara, you didn't check it out with her, and you didn't ask me, all right? So you can either go home or you can sit yourself in that car, and I'll fill you in when I get done and say, I'll talk to you later. Close the door and be gone back inside. Because again, you don't have to keep on going back and forth with people. You're a grown-ass man. Assume that leadership role and tell your wife what to do. Point blank and be done with it. And that way, it would have never been an argument inside of Shara's house. Okay? You said, Elisa, Bethany is like a drowning cat. She is doing whatever she can to save her marriage. She's afraid to lose Larry. She's desperate. I do not like desperate women. Okay? Larry needs to be divorced. Okay? For real. Because he has already overstepped the boundaries of the marriage. You don't respect your wife. You let other people disrespect your wife. You used your wife until your ex-wife came back into the picture, and then you want to act some type of way. He was not acting like this before. I can go backwards and show y'all skits. He wasn't like this before. When Shara came into the picture, he goes switching up. If she seen who? Jail, no doubt. That's right. You talk about when I said if your sister would have hit you, she would be in jail, right? Right. Things are dead in the wrong way on purpose to stir up conversations in Wayne's. Well, of course, because all of these are actors and actresses, right? And Bethany agreed to play this role. All right. So she agreed to play this role, just like she agreed to get beat up and not do anything with Lynette to stir up words. But still, what I'm saying, if you're going to use Jesus as popping, you still got to put him in there, and also show some positivity. That's all I'm saying. Because even though I still may slip up or say a cursing word, you won't just hear me saying as many. Put it like that, because I do remember, what I be putting as my tags, okay? And what I'm trying to, make my channel be like, the image that I want my channel to have. Right on. Right. You know what? When me and my soon-to-be ex divorce is finalized, and just say he get a new woman or whatever, it's going to be a lot of things that I will not do, because I'm not going to disrespect his new person. Okay. He technically don't have to pay child support anymore, but he'll still, give me money for them, because until they get all the way straight, and he'll always be paying alimony until I get remarried or whatever. But I'm not going to disrespect his new woman. Okay. Point blank. And I'm not going to do disrespectful things and be trying to hang out as a family if she is objects to that. That's weird. Okay. You say yes. I don't know why Shara comes into the house. Brooke and Destiny are not little girls. I think that's nothing I don't like. I don't like the way Shara comes into that house, how Bethany goes over to her house. It's so weird to me. It's very weird. Just like when Shara moved. Why did Bethany have to come inside? If they don't like each other, why go in her house? Same thing with Shara. If you do not like Bethany, why are you in that house? Your daughter is damn near 18. She does not have to have you come inside. You know, honestly, I believe secretly, and I said this before, that they like each other because there's no other reason, no explanation why they be around each other. They don't have a little bitty girl. Okay. Shara don't have no reason to talk to Bethany about anything. If Bethany does something inappropriate, Larry is there. Okay. And I'm pretty sure he can handle his wife if he needs to and if he man up. Some people were speaking about Wayne's special, and he was saying that he is a serious Christian while he's making millions off of promoting demonic and sinful behavior. This is why I say he should incorporate, some positivity in there. Because, I mean, you're going to show what's going on in the world, and it's not always Christian type stuff. So, yeah, you can show that, but at the same time, just saying incorporate what you got as your tag. Jesus is popping. All right. And I agree because I don't support Shayla. I don't really care for Shayla because she does weird stuff. And for her to backstab her friend and SED, her husband, and get impregnated by him and stuff, it's just, I don't like that, period. It's not good. It's not cool. It's crazy. And Lisa is definitely wrong for cheating on her husband, even though I don't like Darren. And when she first did, I laughed about it, but then I thought about it. I was like, girl, you don't supposed to condone her committing adultery. How are you going to be against Anthony committing adultery, but you for Lisa committing adultery because you don't like Darren? You still don't condone that. That's wrong. And she's going to get caught, and I'm not going to feel sorry for her, period. The thing about it, you can be confrontational if you want to, but you as the other person should be the bigger person and realize you're not going to get yourself in trouble for no one. If she's so confrontational, why are you standing there listening to her? You're a grown ass woman or man. Why are you standing there listening to her? If somebody's confrontational to me, either I walk away or you're going to get your ass put out. If you don't want to leave, I can have you assisted by the police. Okay, point blank. I'm not about to get myself in trouble and be going to court or possibly going to jail over y'all weird selves. Okay. And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm saying people who like to be confrontational. All right. So I'm not about to do that. And trust me, you don't want to do that. Because when I had to use self-defense for myself, I had to go to jail for a couple of days. I'm not gonna lie. Because they first got to prove that you're using self-defense. And that's a place that you really don't want to be at. I was blessed when I went there, okay, because they was doing the most for me. But in this day and time, man, you don't know what these cops may be doing. Okay. So the thing is, you don't want to get yourself in these altercation with people because if they don't know that you really use self-defense or somebody saying that you didn't, you can find yourself incarcerated for a long time as, assault, aggravated assault, 10 years. So that's why I said, I don't touch nobody first. Okay. You got to touch me first. And then I'll utilize self-defense. And that's why I know what I'm talking about when it comes to people hitting people first. You don't hit people first, period. You're waiting on what? Yeah, I think a lot of them do that. You talk about this boy just be talking back every evening because he don't like going to work with me. Every evening, just about it's like a confrontation between him and I, a verbal confrontation, almost every single day about helping me and stuff. And so I be just trying different tactics with him to make him stop and stuff. Right on. And so I don't like Shayla, but when Shayla does stuff right, I say she did it right. Just like Bethany. I don't dislike Bethany or like her. Okay, I just, if she does something that I think is wrong, I'm going to say it. If she doesn't, I'm going to say that. Because I thought it was very wrong of her to be telling her mom what she should do. Girl, that's your mom. You don't tell her nothing. If she don't want to lie for you, she don't have to. And I knew I was right because she came back the next day and apologized. You don't do that. Your mom does what she wants. If your mom wants to lie, then she'll do it. If she does not want to lie, you be quiet and shut your butt up. All right, that's your mama. It's not vice versa. Don't be trying to use that. You don't love me. That's why you're gonna do like a little child. Grow up. So I'm glad she apologized because that was unacceptable. And as her mom, I would have told her that. But her mom handled it pretty good. That's why Bethany needs to remember she's the adult. Stop talking to those children back and forth. And right, and we all do it at times because I do it, but you have to stop that. My husband don't do it. When he tell him what to do, it ain't no back and forth. Okay, with me, it'd be a back and forth at times. And even Jermaine knows this, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie, especially with my son. But this is something we all need to stop doing. Tell them what you want them to do. You may go back and forth a little bit, but after that, that's it. And you don't need to do it with any grown up because you can get yourself in trouble. That's how people get in these altercations and stuff. Say a couple things, that's it, and be done with it. Walk away. That's what she needs to do. That's what Shara needs to do. And Lynette tripped our butt, need to do that too. But Lynette started a lot of stuff. And I don't know why y'all don't see that. When was this? Well, the thing about it, let me tell you something. That was at the Christmas party, right? The thing about it is this right here. Larry's sister does not live there. Larry's sister is not her. Larry's sister is not, that's not her husband, okay? The Bible says God come first, your spouse next, okay? Then your kids, not your sisters or your brothers, all right? Or your mom, your dad, and all these other people. So therefore, his sister don't have no authority to do a daggone thing, and she should have came to Bethany, period. Bethany, I don't know what Bethany is doing to save her marriage, okay? I mean, I think her and Larry both are doing weird stuff, period at times. But Bethany is feeding off the fact because she thinks that Larry is cheating, okay? So it's a different situation. She thinks that Larry is cheating or doing something weird, okay? So that's why Bethany is acting like that. On the other hand, Larry is doing this stuff because he secretly wants Shara back, but he still want to be married too. He wants his cake and his ice cream, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. What racist things did she say? Put it in the chat. We're going to get to the bottom of this because I got to 4:30. So what racist thing did she say? Oh my God, I said to go get me some gum because I got a slight headache. Who eats gum when they got a headache? Make sure you put it in the thing because Gigi, I like the way you be going back and forth. My son, father always disrespected my husband. We never had any issues. Boundaries were set from the beginning. You mean your son, father always respected your husband, right? Mm-hmm. Just like with me, I always did respect my soon-to-be ex-girlfriend who he has a son with. I was never disrespectful. The same thing with him. He has never been disrespectful because for what? So what skit did Bethany do this in? Because I'm going to show it. Give me the title because I don't recall that. I recall Bethany coming outside saying kitty juvenile crap that nobody should get mad at. Just say something back and leave. Okay. So tell me which skit it was because I want to see it. They tried to have Amber, or just tell me what the skit is about. They tried to have Amber acting like a godly woman, but she is slowly changing. She wants that new man. This is why she up and wants a divorce now. I don't know for sure. Y'all could be right. I don't know for sure. And hopefully it's not, but you never know with Wayne. Okay. Y'all may be right on that. I know one thing. I don't like the fact that she's still bringing up that daggone adultery because once you took your husband back and you said you forgave him, you're supposed to forgive him and not talk about that again like that. Not like she's doing. You can still talk about it, but not like the way she's doing. Just like when Anthony forgave her, he shouldn't be bringing up Wayne and her again. So I don't think neither one of them have forgiven each other, period. That was nothing entertaining about Lisa cheating on her husband. You're right. I've seen women, they have been in Mr. marriages that we're praying. They went through instead of, you're right. And the thing about it, if Lisa, first and foremost, I don't even think she should have gotten that certain feeling when she saw Mike sing. Even if you start feeling like that, you should try to discourage yourself from doing that. You see what I'm saying? So it won't put you in that position of possibly cheating. And then even if she did get into that situation in her mind, well, then why would you be telling him to come to your gym and all this other stuff? You should stay away from him. It's just like when I met that dude at the skating ring and I thought he just wanted our kids to skate together, my daughter to skate with his daughter. And when he started asking me for my number and when he come back up here, we can have a date and all this other stuff, I told him that I was married and I didn't show up there no more. Okay. So that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to not put yourself in a situation where you can possibly do something with this dude, especially if you think he's attractive and you secretly want him. Okay. So she had that all in her mind. She knew what she wanted. Sure do. I mean, I used to work in the school system too, and they definitely will. I didn't do that with my kids in school. I just tell them to do what they got to do, and that's it. Send their butt to the office. Other than that, I didn't really have any problems with no kids going overboard. They will talk back because that's what kids do, but not going overboard. He's definitely a horrible husband. If anybody think he's a good husband, I hate to see y'all spouses because his ass is not a good husband at all. I would never want a husband like him. But one thing, I may be in jail for real. He always had respect for my husband in our marriage, and that's good because some of these people definitely don't be respecting people, new spouses or anything. That's women or men. I think Bethany feels threatened sometimes because she's the only white person. Of course, because they make her feel like they anyway. Okay, y'all say that she be racist. Okay, but what about the black people being racist to her? Y'all think calling somebody nappy head is racist, but the thing is, it can be looked at as a racist thing, depending on how you say it. But at the same time, you calling somebody Big Bertha, that's fat shaming. So what makes, that right? If you don't want someone calling you nappy head, then don't call them Big Bertha. Also, what about when they said black people don't want you touching their hair? It's their crown and glory. Some white people feel the same way. Why do we have to bring the black thing in it? I could be white and I don't want you putting your nasty hands in my head. I don't know where your hands been. Okay. So why does it always got to be a black thing? Like we are the only ones who value our hair. The same thing with this touching your pregnant belly. All that girl had to say, I don't want anyone touching my stomach. Okay. You don't have to bring the black thing in. And why do we always got to bring the black thing in everything? You said, Shay, I'm speaking from the first time that Larry came into the skit when Bethany was running the building with Shuri. What's the rural ratio comments left and right? Okay, so what was she? Okay, so you're talking about that. The only racist thing, well, I don't know if I call it racist, but the only culturally insensitive things that I heard Bethany saying is ghetto, okay, and nappy head, talking ghetto out your mouth. Okay, now, how is that racist to call somebody ghetto if they're acting ghetto, if they are talking ghetto? Because I have called some white people ghetto, trash, trailer park trash, and it's some black people that be trailer park trash too. Okay, now when I want to be racist, I don't use that. I don't use that terminology. I don't say no white trash or black trash or anything. You know what I'm saying? Trailer park trash or whatever the case is. I'm just saying people use this terminology anyway. And I don't naturally say it's racist. Okay, it just depends how they use it. The ghetto thing, no, unless she just basically saying all black people are ghetto. If she's saying that, then that could be looked at as racist because all black people are not ghetto. You got some white ghetto people, you got some black ghetto people. Some people are just not ghetto. Just because you're black, it doesn't mean you're ghetto. But if I recall, the people that she was talking to, I know them two girls was definitely acting ghetto. I'm not gonna lie. The woman at the parking area, she was definitely acting ghetto. Okay. And I can't remember the other people. I know those little kids. I don't think you should call kids ghetto because they're kids. They were in the hallway rapping. I mean, you see white boys doing that too. So black kids are not the only one that will be in the hallway rapping. So I mean, that's not necessarily something that she can just put off on black people because white young kids do it too. But when she said that to them, I think they said stuff back to her. So I mean, she shouldn't be saying certain things because she's a grown up to kids. And as a grown up, period, you shouldn't be saying, certain things, especially when you are in a professional environment. But I think that's why she got demoted because some of those people started telling on her and her dad found out. And that's when he demoted her, okay, to the building in the hood. And she did stuff there, but I think she calmed down a little bit there. Right, you need to get a divorce. That's right. One person cannot hold up a man. Amber is tired of Anthony moving like he isn't a married man. Yeah, but still, I got to wonder what actually triggered her wanting a divorce. I thought maybe Keisha telling her stuff, and then she's looking at the fact that Anthony don't support her dreams of going back to school. He didn't want baby David. Um, the cooking stuff, he supported Shauna more. The perfume smell on his clothing, and the withdrawal of 5,000. I actually think those things, coupled with the fact that he played around on her, is what encouraged her to get a divorce. I don't think I could be wrong. I don't think that's the reason why she wanted a divorce. Okay, I think that's what everybody else say. You said I work with men that are attractive. It doesn't mean that I want a divorce from my husband. That's part of life. That's right. If we don't act on our thoughts are just what they are. I've been seeing a lot of good looking men, and some have tried to talk to me, throughout my marriage. Made all types of things to me and stuff. And not one time have I ever cheated. And my husband stays on the road, and I still didn't cheat, just like he never cheated. So that's a good thing. And he used to tell me women would try to talk to him, and he would tell them that he's happily married, period. Okay. Okay. You may have a point there. Right. Shaming, body shame. Okay. This is why I like Gigi. Because Gigi gonna say what she wanna say. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean it is shaming that person's body by saying skinny legs. You're right. And just like Big Bertha is. That's correct. I didn't even think about that like that. I was thinking about it more in a racial manner. They sure I got my natural hair. I know that's right. I prefer natural hair too. I don't like all them chemicals because as your ass get older and your permanent mess out your hair, putting all this stuff in your hair, it's gonna end up getting weaker and weaker. And then as you age, sometimes women lose their hair anyway. I just don't want to be, put it at a higher advantage of, losing my hair because I'm putting all these chemicals in my hair and stuff. So I've been stopped putting chemicals in my hair when I was in my 30s. Okay. The kids made racial comments to her first. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all, when y'all say something, make sure, that's why I always say, tell me the skits so I can go play it. Make sure you have 100% facts, okay? Just like if you're in a court of law. The thing about it though, yeah, the kids made racial comments to her first, but as a grown-up, you know what I'm about to say. As a grown-up, and let's just think grown, and I know everybody's human, but we have to, including myself, we have to learn how to be a grown-up. Just because a kid make a racial comment, that doesn't mean you go back and forth with them. Okay? I think it was those last few stupid lies is what took her over the edge. The only problem is she refuses to sit down and have a reasonable conversation about why she's angry. I bet he tells the truth. Yeah, and we're talking about Amber now. Right. And that's what I think too regarding Amber. I think if she sat down, like you just said, Margaret, and have a reasonable conversation, just like I'm doing right now, right, without tripping, she can let him know why she wants a divorce. And then he needs to answer and tell her why he does not want one and why and how he will change. Now, if she feels like there is no point of saving the marriage, I mean, they basically can talk and then they can come to a solution and an agreement to go ahead and end it. You know, the solution of ending the marriage, and then agreement is to both agree to the divorce. But as far as Miss Bethany, which we ain't gonna never get to these skits because we having a whole conversation. I can't believe we've been up here talking about this for an hour. That's the day I'm live. But you know what? I hate when I have to go show these videos like this. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm so crazy, y'all. Hold on. Let me look over here and see what the first skit would be. Because y'all know I ain't got all day. Oh, I forgot what I did. Let me turn this off on here and go to Country Wayne. Let me go to his skits. Y'all can keep on putting stuff in the comment section. I'll read it. I forgot to put the first skit up here anyway. Girl says she ain't doing no 2 people job today. I know that's right. Unless y'all gonna pay me 2 salaries. All that daggone work. So let me go back and see which one I said I was going to show. So Destiny and Brooke see that. Okay, I seen that music video. Did y'all see it? Y'all getting ready to laugh. Hey, Tanya, because I actually like the rap. You know, the fact that they did it in front of the house, though, is not cool. They could have did that shit at the park or anywhere. But I actually like the little rap. I didn't think the little girls could rap. You know, maybe they need to use that energy and make an actual rap song, right? Without dissing anyone and stuff. And the other one got a deeper voice, a deeper tone to her voice. That's I like it. And I like the other one, the one that's shorter in height. I like her tone, how she raps. And so I wish I can play it. I thought they did a good job. And I did do a poll. You know, of course, the majority of people said it was trash. I don't think it's trash, though. I really don't. What they were rapping about is trash. But y'all be some of the same people who back in the day was listening right to Tupac them and Biggie dissing each other and all these other people who diss each other. Okay, now. So anyway. So let's go to Bethany's dad telling her that he went on to call up his friends there in Montana. Let me read y'all stuff first. You said that marriage been done. Anthony and Amber's marriage. Yeah, you always said that Amber should have never came back. I couldn't have came back because I don't know if I could get over him cheating, you know, with any woman and then getting a baby. I don't think so. You said, I believe that Amber still loves Anthony and wants her marriage. But Amber realized that she cannot make Anthony want the same thing she wants. You mean, and she wants her marriage. I believe she still loved that man too. But I think that Amber is scared that he's going to cheat again. And she, like you just said, I don't think she thinks that Anthony really loves her. Tanya said, what's up, y'all? You said you're happy I'm not showing the skits because there's no excitement enjoying them, just triggering conversations and dialogue. I'm not going to show the whole skit anyway. I decided not to show the whole skits too much anymore because I keep on getting copyrights from, you know, Super Bam. You said, Margaret, you're so right. So many of these skits from a lot of the characters have been stupid, unnecessarily, just meant to trigger the viewer. Right. It's trying to trigger us to have these conversations and for people to go, you know, back and forth. Because when you go back and forth and people get mad, it makes more people watch. Okay. You said you didn't see that skit. And you say you think they still have a chance. You're talking about Amber and Anthony. I don't know for sure, you know, but because they're bickering back at each other, trying to make each other mad, that makes me think that they probably will stay married. Because when you're finished, when you're done with someone, you really don't give a crap what they be talking about. You just don't even have a conversation about nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying? You be done with it. They taking the time to make each other mad and they laughing secretly and making faces that makes me think that they still want that marriage somewhat. They just want each person to act right. Anthony saying stuff to hurt Amber, Amber saying stuff back, and I just think Amber is just scared anyway. And she's kind of mad and she thinks that this man is going to cheat again and make her look stupid. I think she's also looking at what people are saying about her, that she's stupid and stuff for taking this man back. And this is why I don't believe in putting everybody in your marriage or business, because people can't tell you what to do in your marriage, okay, or in your relationship. You have to do what's best for you. Just like when they do stuff, they do what's best for them. You said, Jermaine, you just want that criminal Shayla to have Anthony kick rocks. Well, you not even say what I'm getting ready to say. The criminal, okay? Listen, I'm all for people going to jail if they got to beat somebody's butt because they hit them first, okay? Let me put that out there. You know what I'm saying? You defending yourself. But when you go to jail for stealing, doing crimes of that nature, murder, rape, actually assault, and things of that nature, you are a criminal. All right, point blank. All right. Margaret, I agree. I feel like they still have a chance as well. Anthony knows that Amber still loves him in his narcissistic, selfish way. Anthony loves Amber and knows he has a good wife. And you know what? You may be telling the truth there. You said that's true, Shay. Amber is afraid that Anthony would cheat on her or he's doing something behind her back already. I don't think he's doing anything, but he was flirting with Delicia. And once Amber realized that since she smell is Delicia's, she probably is going to ask Delicia. And then she's really going to do the divorce. Okay? Right. They didn't set no boundaries, especially with Shayla and with Country Wayne. You said, Tanya, I believe they care for each other, but they love who they was with before they got together, which was Wayne and Amber and Anthony and Ro. I believe that too, because I believe deep down inside that Amber still has feelings for Wayne, and some of it came out when she was intoxicated. And I definitely believe that Anthony has still got feelings for Ro, because the other day when he was talking to Rolanda, he was like, when she said you can have whatever, he was like that, and she was like not that. So there you go. And then plus when he was even when he was with Shayla, he was trying to stay over there with Ro. Remember that? Yeah. And I thought if I remember correctly, he was trying to do something with Ro. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Anthony shouldn't be in Shayla's house without his wife. She shouldn't be in this house without his wife. That's right. That's what I don't understand. How all these ex-women and ex-men are going inside of people's homes and ex-boyfriends. I don't understand that. I don't even understand why Anthony is still friends with Wayne. I know that's right. It definitely is, because if it would have been the tables turned, they would have went off. Skit world. They would have been like, Anthony needs to be in jail and all this other stuff. Just like if Isaiah were to slap Brooke, it would be, people would have went off. But no one said anything about her slapping him. We got to stop with this double standard. If you do not want a man to hit you or a boy to hit you, don't hit him. Keep your hands to yourself. Period. So you say you don't believe he's romantically in love with Rolanda anymore? I don't know. I think he still has some feelings for her, though. Yep, yep, it sure is. If she finds out that's Delicia's perfume, that divorce is going to be finalized. But remember this, Gigi. She had started dressing differently, and she was, leaning back toward doing something with him. But remember, Country Wayne got a new girlfriend. Remember that time she dressed up, she came over there and he told her he got a girlfriend? Okay, so she was planning of something. And she probably will. Hey, Linus, Amber say She think Anthony was cheating again. You are correct. Smell the perfume. 5,000. And the fact that she don't know about the family, they right. Those are the things that she's looking at. And then she's going back and thinking about the affair with Shayla. Okay. She does not want to have to go through that again. She does not want to go through that again. She's fearful of that, like any woman would be. That's why it would be hard. It would have been hard for me to take him back. Because I may be, in my mind, I'd be thinking, what if he do this again? Then I'm going to look like an idiot for real. People are going to be talking about it. See, when they got back together, if he would have been acting like the loving husband, being supportive, not doing sneaky stuff, even remember the money, he lied about that. Wouldn't have been doing all that type of stuff. She probably wouldn't even be feeling like she's feeling. It's a reason why people act out. There is a reason why people feel like they feel, okay? Yeah. But yeah, he was. But the thing is, when she was separated from Anthony, in one of those skits or two, she was dressing up for Country Wayne. That's why he asked her where was she going in one of those skits, because she was all dressed up. And the only reason why she stopped trying to pursue him again, is because he started dating someone else, and not Honey Pot. He was dating another chick. Right, and but a lot of people are worried about what other people think, okay? And this is why they be telling people their business. See, me, myself, I don't care about what other people think either. If I want to be with somebody, I'll be with them. Okay, but some people, they do worry about what other people think, and they react to what other people think. And that's why they put people in their business. Amber was dressing up for herself because she was interested in Calvin, if anyone not wearing. Okay. No, that day I think she was dressed up for Wayne. But I would have to go back to that skit. I don't even remember which one it is. A fabulous ex-wife. Who, you, Tanya? That's right. I agree. You're right, Margaret. Giving some ex-wife paying her rent. Who does this? Huh? How many of us wish? How many of us wish we can get our exes to pay our rent and to co-sign for us? Come on now. If they are married to someone else, we're definitely not going to ask them, okay? And even if they're not, a lot of them are not going to do that. Larry is a simp and he's weird, okay? Weird, weird, weird. Oh, he was dating Fabulous ex-wife before Honey Pot, right? And that's when Amber kind of pulled back. At least that's what I think. Okay, let me go ahead and put this other skit up here real quick. Larry and Anthony, that's right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just got off the skit again. Here it is right here. God. Okay, let's do this. Now, he did say Lynette won't stay in jail long, but it's not about that. It's about her charges and when she go to court. And, everything she has to go through. She'll probably get probation. But then she'll think the next time when she puts her hand on anybody, especially somebody who got a lawyer in their family, a bunch of lawyers. That's stupid. Okay, so we're going to see part one and well, actually, we can look at it on his. Okay, let me show this.
Still, she was very...
Let me do this real quick. I got to do it like this so y'all can hear, because I don't know if you can hear it like that. So I'm going to mute my speaker. Hold on.
I don't know. She manipulated things while we were out there, and then I pushed her buttons without meaning to push her buttons. even though I tried to be on my best behavior too, let's be honest. He was upset
I
with
expected
me.
him to be.
Yeah, but he was upset with me that you talked to him that way, and then he fussed at me about it. And I said, I didn't know exactly what you were going to talk to about it because we're already barely talking. It's more screaming and, and fighting all the
Well,
time.
this will give you something to talk about.
Hopefully it'll be, hopefully he'll understand.
Yeah.
I think after
It's even thinner, between us. So, and it's
Well,
already, I mean, we're already like, it's okay. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I know.
and they'll go down there, bond her out.
They're tight-knit communities out there. They know each other.
Yeah,
They might be
it's-
lenient on her, but let the law take its course.
I think
Oh,
just
no,
maybe
no, no. I
like a
don't
bond
think
out pretty quick kind of deal.
Yeah,
I just want to tell Larry what to expect, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Sheriff said, bonds have already been set out there, what she's gonna be charged with. She just has to go there and
Probation or something, or anger management or something. But let the law take its course.
she's not going to jail. I mean, they'll arrest her and she'll be in jail.
that was,
As I said, it's done. She's gonna be arrested this weekend, and you need to do what you need to do.
Sweetheart, you were assaulted.
I didn't think you were okay. I guess I got to figure out how to break the news to Larry.
Well, however you're gonna do that, but it's a done deal. Just want you to know that thing out in Montana, turns out I know the sheriff and the chief of police out there in Sweetgrass.
George, you really need to get these tenants to clean up after themselves. This is just, oh.
Dad, why are you moving this stuff around? Where's Greg? He's supposed to still is. It's still, she was very.
Okay. Can y'all hear me good? Let's see if I'm talking on here. I don't even hear myself. Hold on. Now can y'all hear me? Hold on. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay, there it is right there. It's on now. Um now let's okay. So daddy called up his friends, as he should. Most dads will do this. I knew it was gonna start acting crazy. Anytime I start sharing videos, that's when it start acting crazy. But I'm talking on my phone anyway. I'm doing it live on my phone. I'm only doing it on the desktop to show the video to you guys. But I knew that he would step up to the plate, though. Most dads will, okay? They're not, let me stop sharing this. They're not going to let some ex-girlfriend of his daughter's wife beat the heck out of his daughter and not do anything about it, okay? Let's keep it real. I don't know what planet some of y'all live on because, ain't no damn father or mother, especially a dad, who is a lawyer or got lawyers in the family and got friends as judges and all this other stuff. There is no way he's going to let that fly. And he's going to see, I don't see myself talking to him. Okay, now I do it. Once he sees his daughter's face, he's going to do what he needs to do anyway, point blank, regardless of what Bethany's talking about. And if Larry wants to get a divorce, I wish so bad that I can say the F word, but y'all know what I'm saying. Forget him, all right? Nobody cares, period. And I'm glad the dad did what he did because Lynette needs to learn. I don't give a damn if she did provoke Lynette with her mouth. That does not give you the right to put your hands on anyone. And if you don't believe me, go out in the real world and go out here and hit somebody because they call you a racist word. And that's all they did. And see, when the police come, won't you be the one that's going to jail? Yes, he's going to tell the other person you shouldn't have called her the N-word. But honey, this is freedom of speech. People can say whatever they want to say. As long as they're not putting their hands on you or putting you in a position where you feel like you have to defend yourself because you fear for your safety, you don't put your hands on nobody under no circumstances. Okay? That's what the law say. And I looked it up in Montana. It states the same thing. I don't know. I mean, he just did what some dads do. Like I said before, Tanya. Some dads do this. If she won't call, he will call because he's probably one of those type of dads anyway. I don't know. That's got to be pretty good and exciting. And she's gonna make a pretty good check too. First and foremost, you want me to go show that skit again? Mm. I don't give a damn if she playing the Karen role, the Darren role, the Susie role, or the Monica role. That doesn't mean Lynette should have put her hands on her. One thing that I don't like that Black people do is that they always try to act like they are a victim too. Okay, they just the white ones. Okay, but yeah, some Black people do the same thing. You cannot go around hitting people because they are making you mad because they're saying stuff that you don't want to hear. Okay, point blank. Keep your hands to yourself. If you must say something, call them names back or just leave. Because when you start putting your hands on people, it's a whole nother ball game. So I don't care what Bethany said, it still did not warrant Lynette to hit her first. Now, if Bethany would have hit her first, then she could have did everything she did. But Bethany did not touch her. And you just rewatched it. What's the name of the skit so we can go watch it? Margaret, put the skit name up there. Lynette, aggressive, mad ass, hit this woman first. Period. I don't care what Bethany said. I'm glad they do too. I don't know why everybody think that your parents are not going to have your back. The thing about it, these two grown ass women shouldn't have been even up there tripping out in the first place. Okay. I hope not. I hope not. You said she's not pregnant in real life, so she won't keep the baby. When Bethany, they can put a fake stomach on her. When Bethany gets home and Larry finds out about it, let's see if he feels like Bethany. Well, we already know he's not going to feel like she did because he's a stupid ass ninja. All right, that's what he is. What man wouldn't agree with having somebody arrested if they beat your wife up and your wife didn't put their hands on her first? It doesn't matter if Bethany is innocent with words. We know she's not innocent with words, but she didn't put her hands on her first. In the court of law, we don't give a damn what Bethany said or what she was saying, for that matter. What we care about is when you put your hands on people first. Just like when I went in front of that damn judge and told him what happened, and he said he knew that I couldn't have done anything first. He can look at me and tell. Okay? You do not hit people first, okay? Unless you don't have no choice. Well, I'm gonna put it on. Let me go put it on real quick. We need to see this. Hold on. Here it is right here. See, that's the ghetto coming out right there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Let me stop you real quick. Okay. Let me go over here and mute this. No, mute this. Hold on, y'all.
ludicrous. Okay. We're not in some baseball tournament, even though you think it's a tournament.
Again.
I would beat you. And now that you've said your piece, I have a few words I would like to say, Lynette. So listen carefully. All right. This strike thing that you said, strike one was stupid. Strike two, ridiculous. And strike three, ludicrous. Okay. We're not in some baseball tournament, even though you think it's a tournament.
Again.
I would beat you.
In the tournament,
Wholeheartedly.
you wouldn't even be a competition.
Oh, well.
You know that.
Okay.
You know that. I know
15
that.
years All-Stars says otherwise.
Where?
If
Where?
only you actually knew me from my past.
Where?
Either way, Jaden, did you actually mind me having a pleasant conversation with you? Just a pleasant conversation. No fighting words, just talking to you in a general, nice conversation.
Did you feel it was appropriate for her to talk to you about marriage?
I don't think this is appropriate.
Exactly. It's not. That conversation was not inappropriate.
Then
But you don't.
If you had not had that conversation with him, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right, you butted in, and that's
I
the
didn't butt
problem.
in.
You did.
If you would have just stayed in your lane, mind your own business, minded your own affairs,
Mhm.
stayed out of my affairs, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Jaden is my child.
My
He's mine.
stepchild.
He is nothing to you.
He is.
You
actually.
have no biological connection to my son.
Right.
You are optional at this point.
Thank you, Miss Genetics.
You
But,
are optional
Uh-huh.
at this point.
Okay.
You don't belong in my family.
right.
You are only here by
Right.
an extension of Larry,
Uh,
and
but-
that's it.
Those vows make me tied, and whether you like it or not,
No.
whether
You are not a part of my family.
Okay,
And I
whether-
never accepted you as a part of my family, and I never will.
okay, and that's fine.
Not even through my son, through Larry. Larry is my family,
Mhm,
not
mhm,
yours.
mhm. Whether you like it or not, I am connected to you, but I'm also connected
You
to him.
are not connected to me
I'm
in no
connected
way, shape, or
To
form.
Kaylee as well.
You and
Hang
I are like
on.
night and day. We
Wait,
have nothing.
You leave Kaylee out of
No,
this. She's trying to bring a
You're
baby
right.
into this world, and all this negativity
Yeah.
is the last thing that we need in this
You're
world.
right. And Lynette brought up this negativity because I came in here
I
peaceful.
brought this up.
You did.
You stepped out of bounds and talked to my son about marriage. That is not your
In a
place.
peaceful conversation that you have blown
it
out
was-
of proportion, but you wanted to bring the
But you
stress
don't
in here.
get it. You don't get it.
And what do I
You
not
should
get?
not have talked to him about the marriage at all.
Okay, I can
At all.
talk because it's freedom of speech.
All you do is talk.
I have a
All
right
you
to
do
do
is
so.
talk. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Do you see what I'm talking about, Larry? I wanted to come here in a peaceful way. I came here, you asked me to mind my manners, you asked me to be on my best behavior, and I have done that. I have done that so well. Because if I were really like that you always claim that I am in Atlanta, you would have been in the ground with my foot on your
This is
face.
it.
Yep.
Police.
Exactly.
Police.
No, not police. It would have been the police taking you in handcuffs.
Oh, because we know you like to call the police.
You're right. I sure do.
Right.
When trash comes up on my
Trash.
doorstep, I take it and sweep it out.
Bethany,
What?
you are the biggest sack of trash I've ever seen. You
Okay.
should stop calling people
Sure.
trash.
Sure. I only call it like I see it. Okay.
Bethany, you're about to get your teeth knocked to the back of your throat.
Oh.
You need to.
And that's where
What?
that's where your
What?
counsel
With your
would be.
sarcastic.
What?
Oh,
What?
God.
I made you speechless. Love that.
Speechless.
Love it. Love it. You know what? You're always talking about how happy you are with your
You're not-
culture and everything like that.
In my culture, they would have whooped your behind already.
Your culture
In my
right now,
culture.
your culture would be so
Come to my-
embarrassed. They
Come,
would be
come to where I'm
embarrassed.
from. Let's find out.
And I would
What
be
you
proud.
wouldn't last 2 seconds where I'm from.
And you know, it's
I
funny.
promise you that.
It's funny because
With
I
that
would be-
mouth of yours,
Mhm.
they would have put their foot in your mouth already.
Okay, well, I would be proud to see them because
Proud.
they would not be proud of
You
me.
have no pride at
Okay.
all. Don't talk about being proud.
Oh, I'm
What do you
proud.
know about
I'm
that?
proud of him, and I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of the baby to come. I'm proud of my husband, but I'm so sick and tired of hearing you flap your gums.
Sick and tired.
I'm sick and
Bethany, your
tired.
ignorance.
Ignorance.
You carry it everywhere
Ignorance.
you go.
You know what I'm ignorant of?
Ignorant.
How your family
Ignorant.
does
Don't
not
talk about
see
my
how
family.
trashy
Don't talk
and
about my
ridiculous.
family.
You know what? Those dream catchers that
Dream
Larry has
catchers.
above our bed, I'm surprised they haven't taken you and just swept you to whatever
You don't-
dreamland
you
your
sound so
culture has.
racist. You know,
No.
you're
What?
ignorant ass. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, I
You
do.
don't know nothing
I
about a
do.
dream
Oh,
catcher
it's
or my
great.
culture.
It's so great. It's so
Oh,
great.
I would
I
love
love
to
it.
see you on my reservation.
Oh.
They would beat the.
You know,
Living
I actually
hell
would
out of
show
you.
respect to the people who show me respect, but you have to
You don't know
own it.
nothing about respect.
Oh, I do.
You know
That's the
nothing
thing.
about honor, respect.
Mhm.
You come into these people's house
Mhm.
and act like
No,
that.
no, no. I showed respect to everyone who has shown it to me, and you have not shown one
Everybody
ounce
shows
of
you
respect to
respect.
me.
I don't owe you nothing.
Okay.
I owe
owe you nothing.
And I don't owe you
Because
anything.
you are nothing.
But I gave
You're nothing
you,
to me.
I gave you the courtesy of respect.
You don't know
And
how
you-
to give anything
Lies.
but drama, toxicity,
Lies.
and lies. You're
And
right.
who's
That's all you
who's
do is
toxic
lie.
right now? Who's toxic right
You
now?
lie to
You.
everybody
Oh, flap
about
those gums.
flapping the gums.
Flapping the
I'm about
gums.
to knock your teeth to the back of your throat.
Go ahead. Keep on flapping
You
those
ain't,
gums.
that's all you're gonna be to be able to chew with brother your gums.
Oh, is that what it is? I love the threats. Though,
I
but she
would
would
love,
actually
I
back
would
up
love
with
for you
it.
to come on with me.
Now that you've said your piece, I have a few words I would like to say, Lynette. So listen carefully, all right? This strike thing that you said, strike one was stupid. Strike two, ridiculous. And strike three, ludicrous. Okay? We're not in some baseball tournament, even though you think it's a tournament.
Again.
I would beat you.
In the tournament,
Wholeheartedly.
you wouldn't even be a competition.
Oh, well.
You know that.
Okay.
You know that. I know
15
that.
years All-Stars says otherwise.
Where?
If
Where?
only you actually knew me from my past.
Where?
Either way, Jaden, did you actually mind me having a pleasant conversation with you?
Okay, I am back over here on this live. Can y'all hear me pretty good? Let me turn this up. Okay, so now, Gigi, you said that she provoked. Okay, the thing is, they both were provoking each other. Okay, provoking each other. That's what they were doing, having a regular argument like people do. Still, Lynette should have not been doing them threats. Okay, I heard what's her name make one threat back. I think. But the thing is that Lynette should have never hit her first. She didn't have no reason to throw no first punch at all. Okay. When Bethany started talking to her, she used the same tone she always used. Okay. She told her, I'm done with those strike 1, 2, 3, because Lynette said strike 3. Who in the hell is who in the hell does Lynette think she is to be doing some strikes? That's the first thing. Because I don't know, not one grown-up woman would let that fly. The hell are you telling me I get 3 strikes or you out? And what you gonna do when I get to the 3rd strike? Huh? So yeah, she's like, tired of her with these strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. And over what? Because she went over there and talked to her son, who is a grown man. If her son did not want to talk to Bethany, he is 26 years old and he can tell her, I got this straight and I'm cool and be done with it. He does not need his mama to take up for him like he's some little bitty ass kid, because he's grown. Y'all sitting right here talking like this dude is a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. This dude is 26 going on 27. Come on now. He can speak up for himself. And I don't see anything that Bethany did anyway talking to him. What Lynette was worried about is the fact she thinks that Bethany was overstepping her boundaries. She's trying to get into her family and take over her family. She even said that when they was into their little altercation. So that whole entire mess was foolish. Like I said from the start, Lynette should have never hit first. She didn't have no reason to hit that woman. And I don't care what nobody says, because I already know in the court of law, they're going to say she had no reason. Bethany did not make her fear for her life or anything. She had already threatened to hit her in the first place. And as far as saying anything racist, I didn't hear really no racist. I heard her say about her culture would not be happy and all this other stuff. But Lynette is not claiming the Black culture anyway. She's claiming her reservation Indian people, okay? All right, so let's clarify that. Right, flip-flop city. I think that Larry wanted her to get beat up too, because Larry was standing right there, and the son should have came and intervened and stopped his mother, because he said that when Bethany asked him, was it a problem with her talking to him, he was like, no, but it's a problem with this conversation right here with all two. That's when Jaden should have came over there, told his mom to be quiet, sit down. Dad, you may need to take your wife back to her hotel room. No disrespect. That's what I would have said. Okay. Then you got Larry just standing up there watching when he should have broke the whole thing up, just like I said originally. I don't know, Gigi, because if they're going through a divorce, I don't agree with her being pregnant. This is going to make the divorce harder. Right, that's exactly what it's doing. He sure have. He should have stopped that. I'm sorry. There was no reason for that. Again, I'm glad I replayed it, okay? Because she didn't have no reason to be hitting this woman. She was mad at those words. And I got to admit, Bethany will make you mad, but so will Lynette. She was saying stuff too. They both were throwing shots below the belt, okay? And if you can't take those type of shots, then don't entertain it. Either one of them could have stopped bickering. This is why I called them teenagers. Lynette is definitely too old. I mean, I can see her age in her. And Bethany is younger, but she also is grown. These two grown-ass women standing there bickering and going back and forth like little bitty teenagers in someone else's home. And even the homeowners are just standing there watching. I would have put both of their asses out of my house. Period. Both. Right. They should have stepped in. You're right, Tanya. That was just plainly ridiculous. I'm glad we watched it again because I didn't watch it again. That is plainly ridiculous. Then you want to jump in like most people do after the fight starts already, after shots are thrown. Right. She said that they were bringing. Right. She should have. Jaden should have stopped both of those women because he can do it because they're there for him and his girlfriend. And Larry should have stopped them too. They should have put both of their asses out. Because Lynette she won't be quiet because I think Larry told her to be quiet too, or when she heard her son talking, she should have known to be quiet. How are you fighting somebody's wife at your son's and his girlfriend's baby thing? If that ain't ghetto, you tell me what is. And then why are y'all defending what she said against her culture? Lynette is not claiming black people. She's claiming the Indian people. She said reservation. Okay. And I don't see nothing Bethany said anyway. She just said your culture would be your culture, some shit she said. It's so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. That's why I can't even dare go remember what she said. That was BS. Okay, the whole fight. It was BS, point blank. So, like I said before, I'm glad that he did call up his friends, okay, because she should have known better, knowing that Bethany's parents are into the legal system and they got, ties. There's no way I would have hit their daughter first. Bethany would have had to hit me first, and then I would have had a reason to fight her. Okay, like when she did her brother, yeah. And then she would have had a reason to fight her. But right now, them words are not enough to be fighting, to be hitting somebody first, okay? She is not 18. She is not 21. I know somebody who did something similar. The two got into an altercation at the gym. The one girl did say something racist to the other one. She called her Nigger. So the other girl who got called that hit the other girl and beat her up. Yeah, she won the fight, but now she's going to court for that. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. Can't do that. That's silly. Especially, and these people right here are in their 20s, but these people right here are in the 40s and 50s. Come on now, too old. You can see Lynette's age in her face. And Bethany, even though she's not as old as Lynette, she's still in her 40s. She's too damn old to be out here doing all this. That little baby argument they had could have been prevented and stopped, period, by those two men who were standing right there watching this foolishness. So thank you to Margaret for telling me about it because I probably wouldn't have went back and watched it if you wouldn't have told me. All right, so let's go to the next two skits, and after that, I'm gonna finish this live up later on because it's already 2 hours and I got to get ready to go. All right, so let's go to the part where she sure was, because all she was telling her, Jermaine, is get those strikes, okay? And then, of course, when I don't know what y'all think. When people are in arguments, they're gonna say nasty stuff to each other. Y'all should see my argument here online with the dude that I used to talk to. Y'all would be like, whoa, Shay, okay? And you'll probably say whoa to him because he was saying some stuff too. People don't be caring what they say. They just trying to make you mad. This dude called me nappy-headed. He's black. He called me a nappy-head, B-I-T-C-H to be exact. Then said my feet were ugly and stuff, and they're not. Just saying stuff. Okay, and y'all should know what I called him. So people say stuff when they be in arguments. Do that mean you get up and hit each other? No, it doesn't. And this dude was even physically threatening me, and that's why I said I'm not scared to utilize self-defense. Boy, don't be a fifth person. That's why I was, or six, or whatever I said. But other than that, I'm not going to do anything to anybody unless they put their hands on me or make me think they are getting ready to do that. You don't touch people because you can go to jail, and hey, them charges are serious, okay? They ain't nothing joke with it. All these people talking about, oh, Lynette had a right to hit her and all this other stuff because Bethany said some bad words. You know, they're not going to be going through that stuff with Lynette, okay? And if this is real life, they certainly wouldn't be going through anything that Lynette has to go through. You will still be sitting in your house watching TV, chilling, while Lynette is going, first and foremost, being arrested, going through booking and all the other stuff they do in jail, and maybe the guards may be rude to her or whatever the case is. Then you got to go see the judge and all this other stuff. And then you get out after your little arraignment and all that stuff. Then you get out maybe, and then you got to go to court and all this other stuff. Who wants to do all of that? Because some chick running her damn mouth. I would have cussed Bethany out and ended that conversation. Told that girl she can and ended that conversation, okay, and told her to go F herself. And that's exactly what I would have said, point blank, and be done with it. And have her ass escorted out this house, okay? That's what I would have done. That time for all that. I'm not getting ready to get in trouble for these people. Period. This is like here on my channel. When people say weird stuff, that's why I stopped myself a couple of weeks ago. And I said, no, Shay, you don't argue like that with people on your channel. Let them say what they want to say. And if they get disrespectful, then you block they butt. You can say one or two things, but don't let them mess around and make you get in trouble with YouTube. And this is the same way you have to do in the real world outside of YouTube. Don't let people get you in trouble. When I had to use self-defense, it's because the person hit me first. All right. And he almost got himself effed up. Let's keep it real. Well, he did get himself effed up, but he really almost got himself effed up. Okay. But that was self-defense. Okay. And that's only after he did what he did to me first. Not that I did it first. Because if I would have did it first, then that would have been a charge. And so that's what you don't want to be, going through. And that's what I'm telling you for your own good. Don't hit people first at all. Don't hit them at first. Now, let's go to that next. Get up here, reading the damn emails, y'all. This girl always be doing something else. I'm going to get my, what is a direct deposit for what? Why did these people put this damn money in my account? I did not, Arthur. I'm about to send this back to them. I did not authorize this. They just do what the hell they want to. Let me look at my account real quick, y'all. I did not tell these people to put this money in my account. Let me take it out my other account because it's not even in the right account. I'm about to send that money right back to them. They sure did. It's right there. I didn't even authorize this. Let me switch this money over here. Hold on, y'all, for a minute. They damn sure did. See how these loans do online? You don't even authorize them to do it. Because I didn't fill out the rest of that application. I filled out the whole application yesterday, but I didn't tell them that I was accepting that loan. I didn't finish doing the rest of the information. I didn't do none of that. Let's see. I'm glad I read this damn thing because I may have an automatic payment going through my account, and then that money be taken out. Then here you go. I got a loan that I did not really even say that I wanted. I'm just going to transfer this over and put it in my other account so it won't be magically taken. I had to put it in my savings account so I can send it back to them. It looks good in my account, but I did not ask for that money, and I'm not paying that damn loan. You know what I'm saying? That's just another damn bill to pay. So they're going to get that back. And I screenshotted how much it was, so I'll deduct that back and pay it back. No, I'm not about to do that shit. Now you see, when you apply for stuff online, be careful about that. Because even though I did not fill out everything, they still went on and did that loan. And I'm going to call their asses up. Sure am. Now, let me go ahead and, I forgot what I was doing now. So this is a lot. Okay, let me go ahead and get that other, then they done threw me off a track. Putting that loan. I know they kept on sending me emails, but I thought maybe they just did that, by routine. I'm just glad I saw it because just imagine if one of my bills would have went through and took that money, and then I would have had to take that loan. Then I got to pay that damn loan. Now let me go ahead and see this right quick. Because I don't need no damn loan. I'll be going right to that casino with $20 and be winning. You know, I went the other day, y'all, and the lady next to me was on the machine that I get on, so I got on the other one. Y'all know her ass hit that damn machine. I was like, if I would have been on that machine, I would have hit for another $1,000. All right. Her ass won $1,000. That was yesterday, I think. Yeah, that was yesterday or the day before that. So now, here go Bethany trying to warn Larry that Lynette might be going to jail. I don't even know why she told him. Just let it come to as a surprise. Because her dad is the one that did it. I don't even know why she said any damn thing. I would have told his stinking ass nothing. All right, let's go over here and look at this real quick. And then I got about 2 more videos I can show, then that's going to be it. Okay, let's go over here. This is a long video, y'all. But that's because we talked for about a damn hour. I don't even have to show skits because I can see right now, you know, Shades Tube can talk. We'll see this one, then I'll probably just show the other ones because I need to get out of here and go to work. These people done gave me money. And you know, I did the loan while I was driving, but I was at the light. And I never even finished the damn process. And they be wanting you to take money to put your butt in debt. Okay, now let me see which one I want to show. So let me stop this right here. Okay, let me mute this.
Really in them, and you know, since we haven't really talked about them too much since, you know, everything happened and stuff, so, you know, but, you know, Lynette's doing okay?
She's doing fine. She's trying to put everything behind her that happened and trying to just put herself in a better place right now. You know, but she's doing good. I talked to her. Jay tell her how she's doing around there, so she's trying to make everything better for herself, and considering the situation that happened, she's doing well overall.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm glad we're trying to put stuff behind us.
Yeah.
So.
Well, everybody's doing well, and they're trying to make the situation better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but other than that, see here, Keenan's doing great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they're adjusting to baby life up there in Montana, you know, with a newborn running through the house. So yeah, everybody's doing well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. Well, Dad and I were talking about some stuff. What
I'm
is it?
looking at these pictures. I have a Keenan right here.
Oh, can I see him?
Yeah. You send me these. I have a little photo shoot.
Look at his toes.
And he's gonna be a thick one. That one right there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, mouth open, everything. So what were you saying about your dad?
Nothing. He was just he was just telling me that he had gone on vacation up there around that same area at one point, and we were just chit-chatting. That kind of made me think I wanted to ask about.
What are you doing here? Thought you were going to go to the building after you left your dad's.
Well, I was going to, but I realized I didn't really have that much stuff to do, and I can pretty much do everything here from my computer. It's just like expense reports and stuff, so it's not that big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. Yeah, this is a job right here, switching these phones and stuff. Let me make sure it's back on. Hold on, I got to turn the volume up. Okay, y'all. I think I got it on now. Let's see. Hope so. Anyway, let me see if y'all can see. I don't see the little thing coming on. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Okay, now it's on. It takes a minute for the damn volume to come back on when I switch this up like this. But yeah, she was scared to tell him. I don't think she needed to tell him because her dad is the one who did it. Um, Maybe he should have called Larry up and told Larry he went on and did the charges because he did not like the fact that his ex-girlfriend fought his daughter. That's who should have been calling Larry, and she should have told her dad to call him up and tell him because he's the one who did everything. I don't know. And see, the reason why he speaks as Lynette, as the victim, is because this woman right here acts like she's a victim, like Lynette is the victim, like she didn't really do anything. I wouldn't even be asking anything about her. Hey, Bronze, thank you so much for being here. I wouldn't. Right. And that's why she doesn't believe she did anything wrong. And anybody knows if you hit somebody first, that is absolutely wrong. Okay? Unless it's in self-defense. That's crazy for her not to even be thinking she didn't do anything wrong. But she'll find out this weekend. And I hope they show the skit where they come and arrest her. And I don't give a damn about her dad being a state trooper. So damn what? The state trooper is not higher than a judge, okay? And the other person that he knows there. Nobody cares about that. The judge is the one that makes the ultimate decision. You know, if they have a jury trial, the jury put in their stuff, but the judge oversees all of that stuff. So the thing is, Lynette stank ass should have kept her hands to herself. She didn't have no real reason to be hitting this woman. We just watched the skit. All Bethany was doing is talking. And when she first started talking to her, she just told her she's not with those strikes. And I don't blame her because I would have never went for that. And I don't think any of you guys would go for that. Some ex-girlfriend, not even wife, ex-girlfriend telling you got 3 strikes. She's so concerned and worried about you stealing her family, her grown ass son. What kind of, y'all talking about Bethany needs to go get some psychiatric help. Hell, Lynette definitely needs to go and get some psychiatric help because why would you think this woman can steal your his grown ass away from you? The dude is practically almost 30. What is she talking about? No, y'all talking about Bethany? Lynette ass is certainly jealous. Okay, she's jealous because Larry went over here and married this white woman. They don't even have a kid together. He married her. But yet he got a baby with Lynette and he could even marry her ass. Okay, that's what she's mad about. All right, let's keep it real. And she's so scared this woman trying to take her family, then made that stupid claim saying, Larry is my family. Okay, you're not part of the family. And then Bethany makes me so mad because I wouldn't give a crap about her saying that. But the thing where Lynette had it wrong is that Larry is a part of Bethany's family for sure because they are legally married. The only family Larry is a part of there is his son's family and only Lynette because that's his son's mother. But he does not owe anything to Lynette because his son is grown as ever. He's grown. He don't have to go to Lynette for anything. And everybody knows that she hit first, which is crazy for people to think that cause y'all almost got me calling her Bertha. Because Bethany is arguing, bickering back with her. You think that that's going to be enough in a court of law to say that Lynette had a reason to punch her? Is something wrong with y'all? You can't do that. If you think you can do that, go out there and get in an argument with someone. I want you to punch them like that and then come back and tell me what happened because that's silly. First and foremost, they're going to either unalive you or beat the crap out of you if they can. Then next, you're going to jail, point blank. And then you go tell the judge, when you go into your arraignment, go in there and tell that judge that you hit that person because of what was coming out their mouth and see what that judge is going to say. See, this is why some people get themselves in trouble by making up their own laws, all right? And that's on everything. You cannot hit people. I don't care what they say. They can call you the N-word and you better not touch them. Just call them a word back if you so heard about that. And then if they come over there and they put you in jeopardy and you think they're finna unalive you, then you can defend yourself. So this is gonna be a mess, okay? Bethany needs to stop acting like she did something wrong because it was just an argument that got out of hand. And that this grown ass man who calls himself her husband, the leader, the head of a household, he didn't even stop it. He just stood there and watched the whole thing. And Lynette's grown ass son didn't even stop it. I can honestly tell you guys, if I get into an argument outside, my son is going to try to stop it. He's going to pull me away. And he's only 17, going on 18. Even my daughters, they be telling me to shut up. Not like that. They just tell me to, calm down, or either they tell the other person, don't even argue with me. Okay? So the thing is, most kids are not going to stand there and let their grown ass parents get into an altercation with somebody else. Especially not no boys. Especially not no grown ass son that's like 6 feet something and could pretty much go over there and pick up his mom and carry her out the way. So it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for Lynette's stinking ass. I don't like her. Okay. You know her character. I like her for real, but I'm saying I don't like her character. Just like I don't like Shayla's character. But I really dislike Lynette. I like Shara better than I like Lynette. And I certainly like Shayla better than I like Lynette. Period. Okay, one more skit and that'll be it for today, y'all, because we've been on here an hour, 2 hours. That's going to be it. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready so I can get ready to go. So yeah, I had fun though. I had so much fun, and we'll cover some more skits tonight. I'm going to restart this thing too, so I won't have to do it like this because this is annoying. Let me see. So Bethany finds out Hope and Faith mention her name. And I wonder what she did for that. She probably, let's see. We're going to see this. That's going to be the last one we cover today because we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about Amber, Bethany, them, the fight, everything. Okay? So we don't really have to show any more skits. I really didn't even have to show not one because we talked about so much. But let's go ahead and watch this final one for right now. And thank you guys so much for being here. Excuse the blooper. Anytime I do my live on my phone, I always be messing up. I don't know why and stuff. So excuse the little bloopers with the words and stuff like that. I'm not used to talking on this phone with lives and stuff. It's different doing a live video from the phone than with my desktop because I'm used to my desktop but not this right here. And plus y'all can hear everything, catch everything, that I can't get up and move around like I want to or anything. But you got to do all this different stuff. So let's go ahead and put this next skit on. And then you got to remember it in order because one slip of the thing, you do something wrong, the whole live is gone. So that's what I'll be up here doing. A lot of stuff. Okay, let's see. Bethany. Now let's see if she be acting like a kid right here. I just want to see, did she do that? Like they making a big deal about this little diss rap too. If you don't like the fact that they did it at your house, take them little girls to court. They're 18. Point blank. Because talking to the mom is not going to really do anything. But talk to her first, just because you're supposed to. And then after that, if you still feeling some type of way about that, take them to court for trespassing. So let's see which one I want to do. So we can do part 1 and part 2, so we won't be watching this forever. Let me stop the video. I got to go back over to the screen. Let me mute this.
I'm good. Oh, you know what? I don't think I
What?
can even do it no more. You already,
What?
I've been trying my hardest. I've been doing good too. Haven't I been doing good?
Wait, whoa, what's going on?
Show them that video. Show them that video. The twins sit over there overly fanned out. Overly fanned out. What's wrong? Oh, you shared this when they said your name. Huh? Yes. Like, do I make you mad? I make you mad all the time.
I turn that mess off. When did they do that?
Girl, boo, like what? I don't even know. They in front of our house, and they dissed you too. Hold on, let me go to it. So they said my name. They said y'all's names, and it's really crazy. And they're in front of our house. Yeah.
When did that happen?
I don't know. No, it was a few days ago. Remember, I told you Davin, the HOA guy, came by, and I was asking him.
So y'all knew that
what they were doing. We didn't know what they were doing. Y'all were on y'all's trip to Miami or whatever, and Davin came by and was grabbing at me to find us because we were from the house and on the street and stuff. So they waited Something gotta happen. Ain't no
I'm
way
not
that they
Destiny.
sitting up there saying my cousin ain't and in front of my house.
Destiny.
Listen,
Destiny.
I'm not really upset to the point where like,
Not to be flattered. They took time out of their day to write, albeit crappy lyrics, but lyrics, a song, and took their time to come over because they're jealous of our house because they don't got one, and they don't have a dad, and y'all got one, and they got a whole family, and y'all got one. Talk about my mom, y'all never even met my mom. So take it as they love us,
So let me ask
and
you
they
a
took time
question.
to make a song about us.
You
So
mad
yes.
because they made a diss song about you, or what they said, in relation to everything you got going on? I mean,
What they
you
said, where they at, what they doing,
Okay.
they in front of my house, talking about my mama,
So,
talking about my cousin,
does
don't
that sound
saying
like
nothing.
Don't that sound like a little jealousy though? If they're jealous of what
we
you
really
have.
was jealous though. Like that's something we wake up.
So
every
because
day.
you are doing better than them in life, you want to go slap them?
That's what I said. It's not worth the energy.
Yes.
I mean, like, it's cherry on top.
So
And
if
they
you
say
slap-
I never come outside. I come outside every day. Like
We outside going to walk all the time. We never see y'all.
yeah.
So they made a video while we were out of town.
Yes. While we was out of
Waiting
town,
Okay.
while we was out of town on the beach, soaking up the sun, they was in
But
front
see,
of our
that's
house.
another reason. Did they know y'all were out for your birthday?
Yeah,
Had
they
to,
did.
'cause ain't no way. So that's the thing, is they were jealous that you were also on a vacation trip for your birthday because they couldn't afford to go on one.
Yeah.
So hold it as that, okay? And they took their time to do all that stuff. So just they ain't worth the time.
And
Or you're
the
in
song,
Said,
the song was trash. It was,
That's
it was
what I said.
trash.
It's horrible lyrics.
I
It's
mean-
just, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
So you've been dissed to your first song. How do you feel?
I dissed them way more than they could.
In
ever think of
Chicago?
me. When somebody get dissed,
Hey, you're not in Chicago.
yeah, you're not in Chicago. We're in
You're in
Atlanta.
Georgia.
Yeah.
So no, we don't. You're not going out there fighting because somebody made this song.
Yeah. And
I'm not
plus-
sounding like them. I just don't want you getting in trouble over a
and plus,
song.
all our names were mentioned in the video, but their zitty faces were mentioned
Well,
and shown in that.
My
video.
name
So-
wasn't mentioned in the video. That was
No,
yours.
all right. That's why I said they.
I
You
wasn't
don't.
in there.
Very good, because you're like a
So now you're
non-factor.
jealous that you weren't in the video.
No, I'm not jealous. I'm just, our name's gone.
Okay.
You're not going out there to go and start no trouble because my name is video. Okay. It's a
No. It's not just a video, Uncle Larry. That's a diss song. Well, my energy because I can force like a cigarette. Okay, I'm worried about it.
I'm not worried about it either.
There we go.
And she's talking.
That was, hold on, let me let it come back in real quick. Yep, let's make it let it come back in. Okay. So that was absolutely funny to me. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. The diss song, hey, they can always make one back. They can make a diss song back. They should make a diss song back and then go in on them and talk about Lucretia when her EBT car stopped working at the store and when their lights got cut off and when her car got repo, the repo man came to their house with the lights off. They can do what back for real, y'all. Boom. Let me see. The repo man came to their house. We gotta do a little bit faster because we gotta do new school, right? But they can include one with the repo man, repo in that car. Then the lights getting turned off. I don't know if they know that, but I guess when they go tell Isaiah, he can probably fill them in on the lights being turned off. Then you can say, "Oh boy, you can make a good, you can make a good diss track back to them," and that's what they can do, But Bethany did pretty good with this. I thought she was gonna go off and start acting like a little kid, but she did. Larry say they didn't mention him, so he good. But Destiny still got that in her, y'all. I knew that being there wasn't gonna make her change. She want to go fight. Talking about a diss song. All you need to do is make. You say it's trash. I think it's cute. Okay. It figures. Oh my gosh. They can make one back though. For real, for real. And talk about Lucretia and that EBT card. They just mad. Listen, Bethany just gave them some pointers. They jealous because they went to Puerto Rico. You mad because you can't go? You don't got no daddy to help with the bills. That's why your mama out here. Try to chill with different men, even being incarcerated. Oh my gosh. They can make a whole, honestly, I can write them a diss one and I can bring it up to 2026. Okay. But yeah, that's, they should make one back though so I can laugh. Don't say stuff too rough because I'd be like going overboard. But they listen, Country Wayne and them should let them do a diss song back so I can laugh, man. That would be great. And let theirs sound better though than those two girls. But I actually think they can rap. I wish I could play it. If they actually sat down and did a real rap instead of this stuff, yeah, I think they probably got some little talent going there. I like the one with the lower tone, the one that's the tallest tree. I don't know which one that is because I always get their names mixed up. But I just would have laughed about it because it wasn't all that anyway. It wasn't like they sit up there really saying some really bad things because they basically just said they scared to come outside when they can't even go outside. They still make a song say, you talking about come outside when you can't even bring your ass outside. You know what I'm saying? They sit up here thinking of reasons to stay out of school. Okay, but making a song like they about their life. Boy, I'm telling you, I would sit down. I hope Destiny thinks about this. Sit down, girl. Get you a diss song. Have your mama Bethany pay for it because she will. And go to the music recording studio, the real recording studio, and have a real producer do you some music, and you go ahead and lay those tracks down and tear their butts up. All right. And then let your mama, your stepmama, use some of her money to get it out there. Put it on Spotify, make them really mad. Man, my butter make them real mad. You know what I'm saying? Because Bethany gonna do it. She's gonna do it because she's trying to, get them to start liking her and stuff. She'll do it. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I would do. I would do it this song back, have Bethany use some of her money to finance it. Get a producer, go to a recording studio and do the stuff the right way. Put some background in, like a little video and stuff. Do a whole video and talk about them girls. Don't use their names though, because you don't want no lawsuit. Just use other names to talk about them, okay? And talk about Lucretia. Funny. Heard her EBT card and the repo man come to her house. You can call her repo, no? Repo, and EBT. Oh my God, I am so damn silly. Repo and EBT. See, I'm rapping old school though. We got to get it up to current too. You know how they rap now. Okay, I gotta sit down and think about that one though and stuff. But yeah, I think they need to do that, y'all. I really, truly think they need to do something like that and make it fun. Even Bethany, wait, hold up. I got a brilliant idea. Even Bethany can get her butt in this video, in this diss song, and just rap just the way she talks. Be funny as ever. Actually, what would be even more funnier is if she actually raps, okay, but do it proper. You know what I'm saying? But she does not talk 100% proper. So she can just talk like she normally does. That's why I don't know why she be calling people ghetto, because sometimes she be sounding ghetto too. But anyway, she can do her regular voice and just do a rap line. Give her 2 or 3 verses. And then the hook can be like this. Let's see. Repo man and EBT. Repo man and EBT. Their ass would be so bad. They talk about them damn lights going off. Man, you need to call up an Uber. Oh no, y'all can't even afford that either. But man, they can make a really good diss song, y'all. But anyway, I'll be back later on tonight and we'll do part 2 of this reaction live. Okay. And thank you guys so much for being here. I had a good laugh today. I really did. Thanks to Gigi, because she really does good conversation and stuff. Margaret does too. Basically, everybody does. Tanya, Jermaine, who else? Even the people that just stop by. Elisa, you did good too. Yeah. Let's see. I think I said you already, Tanya. Let's see who else was over here. Some other people were over here too. Let me see. Sylvester, yeah. Made a good point too. Elval just said one thing, but it is what it is. Joyce made a good ass comment up here, okay? And Trina, okay? But Trina, you never did tell me why Bethany should be locked up in jail herself, not Miss Lynette. Miss Lynette just mad because she won MRS. Lynette, okay? Linus, thank you so much too. You did good too. She mad because, and Bronze, thank you so much. She mad because Larry stank ass couldn't make her MRS. Instead, she had to be that MISS, okay? Shit. Oh, man. That's what she really mad about, y'all. On everything. All right. Should have had a whole baby with this man. He couldn't even marry her stank ass. But yeah, he goes out and gets Shara. Okay. Then after Shara, he goes to a white woman, a big white woman at that, right? They had not one child, and yet he married her. She's an MRS, okay, with a period at the end. Anyway, y'all, it is what it is. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Let me go ahead and take this down. I had fun today, y'all. 2 hours of fun today, man. I can't believe it. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, leave a comment. This award right here goes out to no one. Everybody did good today. Nobody. All right? Nobody. Woosa. I sure hope they do get a diss song back. I hope they do one back on them and talk about Lucretia ass and her EBT card and them lights being turned off and her car getting repo. That's a big one right there. The repo man is coming. He coming again. Oh my gosh, man. They don't know about the lights being off, but the repo man is coming again. That would be great. Bush people, thank you too. And everybody who watched this again. And not again, but everybody who watched this in the replay, thank you. I miss chatting with you, Gigi, because you're gonna go back on, you're gonna go against Shay, and that's good because you can't always agree with Shay's too. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it interesting over here. And you always stay respectful. So I definitely say thank you for that and stuff. And you let me know when I'm getting to, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. I mean, other people do too, so but Jermaine definitely does because Shay's too knows she can be like what at times. So anyway, thank you guys again. And check out my other material. I just put up a Dollar Tree haul yesterday. Y'all go check that out. And then go to my new Dollar Tree haul channel too, which is called Shay's Tube Shopping Haul channel. I need to put some new stuff up because I can't even get into the channel on my other phone. I don't know what happened. I got to do it for my other phone. But anyway, still check that out, subscribe. And that channel is nothing but shopping hauls. But until I get that channel monetized and all that, I'll still post stuff over here. But I think I'm going to do different hauls over there because I don't know what happened to it. When I took this phone to get repaired, I don't know what the heck they did to it. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to leave because I got to go there and stuff. I don't know what they did to this phone. But anyway, just check that channel out. Check out my other material. I got a daily reaction coming up in a minute. It's probably already, it's getting ready to come on in 30 minutes. So make sure y'all check that out too. I may delay it though and stuff. I'll delay it 1 hour so it'll be on at 6:30 my time. All right. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a blessed day and I will see y'all in my next live later on tonight. If you don't be here tonight, then I'll see y'all tomorrow early afternoon because I'm going to a flower show. So it'll be early. It'll be early afternoon for you guys, but it'll be morning for me. Okay. All right. Blessings, y'all. And thank you again. Don't forget the thumbs up. Wait a minute. Hold on. You said I can't. I've been trying to figure out how did Bethany get Larry? He must have been vulnerable, shell shock from the war. I don't think she was. Well, not saying because you big, you can't get a man because a lot of big people be getting men that are better than us smaller women get. Okay. So, or smaller women get. I don't know how she got him. We may need to ask Larry. But if anything, how did Larry get her? Because she does got some money, honey. And you would think, well, I don't know. They probably like each other for different reasons that we don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking he wanted that money. I don't know, though, for sure. All right. So anyway, y'all, I'll see you guys later. And y'all have a blessed day. Let me go ahead and put this up here real quick. See y'all. She in the welfare line getting her checked off. Oh my God.
Yeah. Right. She know the shade too. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, she gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she co-hosting from the sideline. Talking over clips like it's game time, characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
She
ride.
stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, it's the Shay still vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, y'all. So let me just answer Gigi's questions real quick before we get ready to leave. Okay, Gigi said, wait, hold on. Oh, wait a minute, where is that? Oh, it's in the comment. You said, I have plenty of large friends that have handsome, educated, and wealthy husbands. And that's why I changed what I was getting ready to say. Okay, I said just because somebody big don't mean they can't get a good man, because you can. Some men don't like slim women or medium women, they like big women. So I don't know what attracted Larry to her and vice versa, period. And then it's on this poll we did, you guys, that I did. I asked everybody, Skit Squad, did you hear the Apartment Girls' new diss track? If so, do you like it and think they have skills? 25% say yes. 50% said, heck no, sounds like trash. 25% said, I don't like it or like it. Okay, and I just say this. I think they can flow. I wish they would rap about something else, but it is what it is. Okay, and I hope them girls do a diss track. Anyway, y'all, see y'all later. Have a good evening, okay? Peace out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, Gigi. Wait. Oh, thanks, Gigi and Jermaine, for the thing that y'all put up there, and everybody else. All right, peace out, y'all.